Today I want to talk about building. I mean building anything worthwhile. Relationships, businesses, companies, name it. But what do we look at when we want to start building? Today I want to concentrate basically on self-government, building the self-government. Why is that important? It's very important because we always build everything on our self-government or by extending the influence that we already have to others. What do I mean by that? Anytime you build, you are building on a foundation that resonates from you. And this is magical. How do you build a self-government? We know of the federal government, state government, and local government. And sometimes we complain and blame them for every single mistake. But do you know that you're also responsible for a certain kind of government, a government that you totally created and should be governed by you? And that's self-government. How do you do that? Number one, you start asking questions. Questions is powerful. Our society, culture, and everything is asking us and pushing us away from asking, from probing the existing reality. And that's why we hardly make any powerful or positive discoveries about our lives. That's why we hardly question anything. That's why we hardly talk. That's why we hardly create any change. When you begin to ask questions, when you begin to ask and challenge the existing norms, you're already on the step to building that government called self-government. What do you do next? The next thing you do is take this truth that you have found from your questions to build another thing, which is called a sustained consciousness of your own truth. This sustained consciousness goes beyond just going everywhere, writing your vision statement or mission statement, or even what you call your organizational values that you usually paste on the walls in your offices. What is so magical about having a sustained consciousness is that you begin to feel it. And when you feel it, you begin to behave like it. Now this behavior or action you do around what you have found is what creates an activity around you. And this activity is what births another higher level of consciousness from which you begin to create values. And these values is what move you and makes you feel more relevant and important in the society. This is what births what we call the divine imperative. You begin to feel that you matter in this life. You begin to feel like we need you. You begin to feel like the world cannot really do without you and be okay. Right? With this kind of knowledge, with this kind of understanding, you can go again and have what we call self-actualization and begin to live a better life. Now, the process of building self-government is not a journey you arrive in one day. It does not have a destination. It's a journey that continues in a circular motion. It's a journey that continues. And the more you follow this process, the more you follow these steps, the more you build a better self-government and the more confident you feel about yourself. Thank you for listening.
If you liked the previous video, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and follow us on our social media handles as displayed on the screen. Thank you and see you soon.